All right. All right. So, WrestlePalooza. Triple H said, can you feel it? There's supposed to be surprises and a new kickoff to the era of the ESPN. So, I'm going to ask you all, did y'all feel it?
What was it, a breeze? What?
Was it a breeze? It could have been a breeze.
It was a whisper in the wind.
It was nothing.
It was nothing?
I didn't feel it.
Well, let's go with the first match. What do we think about Brock kicking it off? Because they did that with the deal with Netflix. They kicked it off with Roman and I think it was Solo Sikoa.
You want to go first?
So,
Sure.
so what do we think about the kickoff with probably supposed to be one of the main storylines, but he got squashed.
He did. He got squashed, and that was one of the main reasons why I was so disappointed in WrestlePalooza was because, you know, you have Brock Lesnar and then you have John Cena. You had like two of the biggest heavy hitters in WWE history. You have one 17-time world champion, and you have Brock Lesnar, one of the biggest, you know, no pun intended, but he's a beast. He dominates, you know, wherever he goes. But my only issue with that is how weak they made John Cena look. And I'm interested in knowing, like, when he first came back, the whole thing with the final boss and everything, and he was a heel, he was so strong. It was like, you thinking like, man, nobody could beat this guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to be on a roll. Maybe he'll win all the way up to his retirement. And then something happened, and now he just seems so weak. I didn't like that match at all. I thought it was so bogus. I don't want to see another Brock Lesnar versus John Cena match.
Well, a squash match is a reason. It's a reason John Cena got squashed, right? So what do you think they go from that? What do you think supposed to happen? It's a reason he got squashed.
Well, there's no story. Thus, the storyline. So he came, and it's like, oh, okay, Brock Lesnar, he F5s John Cena. John Cena comes and cuts a weak promo. His promos is even weak. That's why I wish they never turned him face again. So what do you do after, what was it, 8 F5s?
Man,
I think it was 8 F5.
It was 8 F5. Where do you go from there? What's the storyline from there?
I mean, John Cena getting his butt whooped and it's time to do something different.
Like what?
Thuganomics.
he should have been Thuganomics.
Yes.
He should have been
I
Thuganomics.
agree with that.
He could have rolled out the career doing Thuganomics. But I'm going to have to give it to him, man. The best part of that match was Brock's entrance.
Oh, no.
That's about it.
That was the best part.
That's about it.
After his entrance, I couldn't even pop a bag of popcorn. Because it was just...
But he seems so, do you all think he's back on steroids?
Who, Brock?
Yeah.
No, I think Brock just getting old and he's just...
Yeah.
I don't know. He seemed a little bit too ripped.
I mean, he could have been taking
But you-
something, but he big. He always been big.
You got to remember, he
Yeah,
works on his farm, too, so...
Okay, yeah.
If you work on a farm, that's strenuous. That's like a workout itself. Bales and hay,
I don't know,
cattle.
man.
I mean, and hell, wrestling his daughter, no offense, you know, practicing with her because she is an athlete.
What y'all think in the comments? Y'all think the John Cena Brock Lesnar match at WrestlePalooza, was it a waste of time? Is there a secret behind
So
it?
what I'm going to say is,
I think it's a secret behind it.
all John Cena's matches with Brock Lesnar look the same. John Cena cannot wrestle.
Well, we know
Five
that.
moves of death.
We know
You
he got
can't-
5 moves
So
of death.
therefore, we should have expected that. Well, I'm gonna say this: I expected it because every time John Cena does wrestle Brock, it's that type of match. He gets suplexed all through the whole match. It's the same thing, and it wasn't gonna be no different except they're just older now.
Rondell said a waste of time, no story or meaning. It was trash.
Yeah, the promos were John Cena. I see John Cena cut way better promos when he fought CM Punk.
Yup. Oh,
And the promo,
good
the
point.
promo he cut
Good
against
point.
Brock. And then
Yeah,
even
definitely.
Brock had to save the promo by doing certain things like fighting Michael Cole, F5 and what's that dude name? What's his face? The one they brought back. I forgot his name. The one that's married to Carmella.
Oh, you talking about
Corey Graves.
And
Corey
Corey
Graves.
Graves. Corey Graves is like a limp piece of bacon before you cook it. So it was like, bro, the match was trash.
You gotta leave the low budget CM Punk alone, man.
Yeah.
Well, but I feel like, so I don't think John Cena going to go back and forth with Brock. Maybe he will, but I think this is going back to his I'm losing all the time. I'm not the same person. What's next for me?
That's weak.
Look, bro.
But that's what's going on. You saw how he walked out.
But that's
Ken.
But he came in with the kid.
Ken.
That's weak, bro.
Ken.
What?
They should have brought him back as Thuganomics. They should have left R-Truth, Ron Killings. They didn't crap that whole storyline.
So, Kevin, here's my question for you. What do you think broke that whole thing apart? Because it was so sudden. You know what I mean?
Like
Because he was a heel.
I mean, it wasn't working.
No, it was working. Because remember when Ron Killings was going after, he was like, I want John Cena.
So
And and he changed. He started winning matches. He had a mean streak.
If they would have pushed Ron, they could have rolled it out. In my opinion, if Ron Killings would have come back, okay, he whooping on Cena, he jumping him and stuff. Okay, Cena gonna switch to Thuganomics. You want him? Now you got him back. Now you guys could send two people off at the same time with a great ending. They could have an epic match. Ron Killings could pin Cena at the end if you don't want him to walk out with the title. Ron Killings finally get the heavyweight title. He retires. You just sent two great athletes off with a hella fast storyline and with a great ending.
But my question is, what do you think? What do you all think made Triple H or whoever say we got to stop this?
I just think it wasn't working. The John Cena heel wasn't working.
Okay, so why? Explain
that version of John Cena.
Before you answer, I'm gonna say this: it was working, but I also think it's politics involved. It was working because the matches were more entertaining.
Yes, they
when
were.
he was a heel than when he went back to.
So you're telling me
Crybaby
John Cena was working?
Now the promos wasn't that great.
The promos was good.
It was Crybaby John Cena.
But the in-ring matches,
promo was probably the best one he
in-ring
gave
matches were better than they are now. They are way better because of the way when you were heel, bro, you really don't have a filter. You can do what you want. He was cheating, doing all type of stuff. Now he's a good guy. He kind of like, I got to get my, and all that stuff. It's different.
I don't think it would.
And it was politics too. I also think because of him being the way he is, and like you said, he came with a Make-A-Wish child, right? So when he went heel, like, bro, it was bad.
I just think I believe it wasn't working. I think the fans were getting tired of it. The fans wasn't feeling the storyline, right?
What indication showed that?
It was the wrong
what do you mean? What indication shows that? It's how the crowd react. What makes a heel good?
When they boo you,
right?
And they was booing him.
But were they booing him because he was a good heel, or were they booing him because he's a bad heel?
Let me tell you something. When the crowd saying he had that, remember you going Jewel and you had the generic Al. When they seen that generic Al intro, they really booed him. Then it was over.
Right, they said it was working. The reason they scrapped it because people was not booing for him. It was still cheering, and it was another form of Stone Cold Austin type. He got a point.
Damn, Randall.
No, I disagree with that.
What you don't? Well, hold on, because
I agree with that.
Remember, we was there.
Because I agree with that. They were still kind of cheering.
Remember when we was up there, they was all screaming for Cena.
They were screaming. So I think the crowd was like, "Look, we gonna cheer for you, bad or good. We love Cena." Yeah. And I just think it wasn't. It go back to what I was saying. It wasn't working. I don't think it was the crowd. I mean the backstage there was a problem. I just think WWE had really crafted. We need to see if this is working or not.
I think they was using pumped in sounds too.
Don't do that. Pumped in sound.
Yeah, because like I said, when we was there, I heard people cheering for Cena over the boos.
But you all do know like this is his last year, so they're gonna be happy.
We know,
right? But I'm saying so remember, and I want to get your thoughts on it. So remember when he went against Punk. And he did that whole thing. He knocked him with the belt. Mm-hmm. He put him through the table, and he cut a good promo. People were cheering, I believe, because his promo with Punk was so good. I think it's probably like 5 million views now, maybe 3 million views.
Wait, which promo?
The promo when he put Punk through the table.
Okay, that was
because he didn't.
But that was nothing but a.
Wait, say that again.
That was
he didn't see CM Punk's promo. They did the.
But that's a recreation of CM Punk.
No, but it was good because he made good points.
It was good though. It was good.
And I think they cheered because it was just simply good. I really think that's why the crowd was cheering for him because everything he was doing was good so far. But now it's like you beating him like a rag doll.
How many more matches he got? How many more appearances?
I mean,
less than 10.
Less than 10.
Less than 10. So what are you going to do with that? So how much time do you got?
So is Brock Lesnar going to be his final?
Well, but see, I I feel like with John Cena, I think they're gonna. This is what I think gonna happen with John Cena. They're gonna give us what we want. He gonna turn into Thuganomics, and that's gonna be his.
Is he gonna come out to the World Life?
He gonna come out to the World Life, and that's gonna be his send off. But who is it gonna?
Ooh, he sound like he don't like that.
If he come out to World Life for his send off, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's weak.
No, not the last match. I think this thing with Brock, this loss with Brock. Because you gotta think about this. When John Cena and Brock Lesnar were going at it back in the day,
Thuganomics.
Who was John Cena going? Who was he really capitalizing his momentum off of? It wasn't Soldier Cena. It wasn't Make-A-Wish Cena. It was Thuganomics Cena.
Yeah.
And I think John Cena is coming to this, this realization
that's when Brock tried to.
They did debut. They debuted 3 months after each other. I think Brock debuted first and John Cena debuted second.
Right. But who made Thuganomics? Think about it.
He did, but the whole
No. Who made Thuganomics?
You talking about Brock made Thuganomics?
Brock made Thuganomics.
No.
Wait,
it was Undertaker, wasn't it?
No. Who was he losing against before he really started? Not make Thuganomics. That's not what I mean.
Right.
Make Thuganomics.
Right.
I mean, but really help propel that character.
Okay.
I want to say Undertaker.